There was a time when movie stars felt untouchable, not just famous, larger than life. And you didn't know what they ate, and you didn't hear their opinions every day. You didn't see them everywhere. And because of that, when they showed up on screen, you believed them. Now, you know everything, all the time. And somehow the magic feels smaller. So what changed? Today, we're breaking down old Hollywood versus new Hollywood, and how celebrities went from carefully constructed icons to constantly visible personalities. And I'm not just talking about style or acting, I'm talking about how fame is built, how it is maintained, and why it doesn't hit the same anymore. Back in the golden age, studios didn't just hire actors, they engineered them. People like Marilyn Monroe, Humphrey Bogart, and Audrey Hepburn weren't just talented, they were curated. Studios controlled what they wore, how they spoke, who they dated, what the public was allowed to see. If there was a scandal, it got buried. If something didn't fit the image, it got fixed. Now, yeah, that sounds restrictive, and it was. But here's what it created: consistency, identity, myth. You always knew what you were getting, and that's what made them iconic. Here's the key difference people overlook. Old Hollywood didn't sell the person, it sold the idea of the person. Cary Grant wasn't just a man, he was a persona. James Dean wasn't just rebellious, he embodied rebellion. There was a clear line between the private individual and the public figure, and that line protected the illusion. Today, that line is basically gone. Mystery wasn't accidental, it was strategic. When people don't know everything about you, their imaginations fill in the gaps. And what they imagine is usually bigger, better, and more interesting than reality. That's how legends are made. You couldn't binge interviews of Audrey Hepburn, and you couldn't scroll through Humphrey Bogart's daily life. So when they appeared on screen, that's all you had, and it worked. Then the system cracked. Late 1960s into the 70s, New Hollywood. Actors like Robert De Niro and Al Pacino brought something raw. They weren't polished, they weren't perfect, they felt real. Movies like Taxi Driver and The Godfather shifted the focus from fantasy to psychological. And this was a good thing, but it also started to blur the lines between actor and person. Now, fast forward to today, and here's where things really change. Fame isn't a byproduct anymore, it's the goal. Take the Kardashian family. They didn't come from film, they didn't build their names through acting. Their rise came from reality TV, branding, and yes, early attention tied to Kim's tape with Ray J. And from there, they turned visibility into an empire. That's not old Hollywood, that's a completely different system. Social media finished the job. Now celebrities are always online, always talking, always visible. Look at Dwayne Johnson. You don't just see him in movies, you see his workouts, his meals, his promotions constantly. Or Ryan Reynolds. His personality is his brand. Then you've got figures like Jared Leto, where their off-the-screen persona almost overshadows the acting. And Shia LaBeouf, where controversy becomes part of the identity. At this point, the movie isn't even the main event anymore. Here's the trade-off nobody talks about. We gain access, but we lose separation. And without separation, something important disappears. Believability. If I've seen you posting daily, joking around, arguing online, then when you step into a role, I don't fully buy it. Because I already know you. Old Hollywood protected the illusion. Modern Hollywood exposes it. Old Hollywood controlled image, limited exposure, mystery, and distance. Fame tied to performance. Modern Hollywood, constant visibility. Personality-driven fame, Fame without traditional paths, performance competing with persona. Now, let's be fair. The old system wasn't perfect. It controlled people, it hid the truth, it limited individuality, but it created legends. Today, we get authenticity, but sometimes authenticity comes with the cost of presence. And when everything is visible, nothing feels special. So what do you think? Would you take mystery over access? Or do you prefer knowing everything about the people you watch? Because right now, it feels like we traded legends for visibility.